All right, get on your fitness ball horse. So we'll start at the walk. And first I want to just talk about the traditional or the somewhat traditional way of being taught the halt, which at many instruction places they will tell you to just stop, pull back on your horse, and that's the halt. But in order to get a truly balanced halt, which in our dressage circles it means with all 4 feet square, front feet, back feet, the horse is just halted and is not leaning forward, not leaning back. He is a happy horse, the nose is on the vertical, and is ready to go in any direction at any time. So we all know this, but how do you get there? How do you practice your seat so that you actually get a truly balanced halt? So let's go over how we actually get a good halt. So we're walking, and you can watch the previous video on the walk so that you can see exactly what the hips are supposed to be doing during the walk. But the muscles that we will use for the halt are the pelvic floor muscles. So go ahead and cough, and all of the muscles that contracted during your cough is the pelvic floor. Or for some of you ladies that have already had children and experienced pelvic floor pain or experienced any kind of contractions, welcome to motherhood. I cannot say that I'm a part of that, but congratulations, I deeply respect you. So, pelvic floor. So cough. That's your pelvic floor, right there. You don't want to use your back. Do not use your glutes. When you use your glutes, your horse, they feel it, and their back is just going to contract. They're going to drop their forehand, and you're. Let's go back to the halt. We're walking, and then cough. Here's your pelvic floor. You go there, balanced. You are completely in line, and the horse should either hesitate if they're not trained for this, or halt. In order to train your horse to actually be this sensitive, you're going to need to be bareback or on a bareback pad so that they can feel exactly what your muscles are doing. You can feel exactly what their muscles are doing, and you can also employ the help of somebody else on the ground. So when they hear you halt, they will tell the horse to halt, and then the horse will coordinate that in their brain and figure, okay, I get this. When this lady on my back or this gentleman on my back does that thing with their hips, I will stop. I like this. Okay. So moving forward at the walk and halt. Right there. Let it go. And you should be at a balanced halt. Now this is going to take practice on your horse because they're not going to be good at it immediately. Now if you've done at least 3 years of groundwork like my horse has, he understands what a balanced halt is from the ground without the influence of a rider. So for him, it was extremely easy for him to understand, all right, this is what a balanced halt is. I just need to do this with 130 pounds on my back. So it was somewhat easy for him to understand. So we halt, we let it go, and the horse is out of balance. So we're moving, halt. So stop your seat. You stop it completely. Don't use your glutes. Use your pelvic floor. Now part of the pelvic floor and the muscles around it that help are your lower back, so you stop your lower back naturally because that's part of the cough. Like a halt, you halt your seat, the horse should also halt. And then move the horse forward again. You're going to tell the horse to move forward with your seat at the walk using the previous video. So, on, halt. Now you're going to the half halt. The half halt is literally what it sounds like, a half a halt. And it's supposed to influence the horse enough so that they understand, oh, I've got to back off a little bit because this person is going to ask me to do something. So in order to do that, you're going to use your pelvic floor once again, but you're going to continue to move your seat. So you move your seat, you move your seat, you move your seat. Pelvic floor, and then they hesitate. They're like, okay, what's next? And then you tell them what's next. So if you're going around a corner, this is the easiest one to practice because they see the corner coming up. They understand, I'm going to turn right now. So you walk, you keep going, you half halt with your pelvic floor, and then you ask them to do something. Right there. And then you continue to do the thing that you asked them to do, like turn. Or for you advanced people, piaffe, passage, which it is another thing that we're going to get into. So you keep going, you half halt, and then you ask them to do the next thing. So thank you for joining me. You can continue to do this until you are completely coordinated at this, because coordination is another thing that most people are not very good at. You can think that you're good at it until you put yourself on top of a fitness ball and try to balance on top of being coordinated. So thank you for joining me, and please subscribe if you like this kind of content, and continue to join me on my journey towards a balanced seat.